Moringa season is back. That means that there was a time that there wasn't a moringa season, say like in the wintertime or in the cold. Moringa is a tropical tree that dies back in the winter. You might have to bring them inside. They might die completely. Even here in Tampa, Florida, our trees have a season. We're in the extreme southern region of the United States where it typically stays warm. We have only a few nights a year of frost. But even still, we have a moringa season. That means where you are watching this video, your moringa trees may go into a dormant state. They may lose all of their leaves. Their leaves may yellow out regularly. You might have to bring your trees inside. You might have to grow your trees in a greenhouse. The point is that every single year, right now, April, May, June, you want to start over again. You want to start fresh, just like you would your annuals, just like you would your lettuce, your broccoli, your radishes, everything that you're growing in your garden, carrots, tomatoes, as an annual, you want to treat your moringa the same. I know it's kind of confusing because it has the word tree on it. And so you think, oh, I just have to plant it once and I'm done. But that's not the case with this tropical tree. I want to teach you that if you have the mindset that your trees are going to die every year and you're going to think of this as an annual, you're going to be much more successful. Look at what I have here. I have 10,000 moringa trees behind me, and I planted them about a month ago. And now I want to share with you that our moringa trees are now ready to ship. We have tubers now on our moringa trees. Those of you who've ordered from us over the last 30 to 60 days have been waiting for our trees to get big enough to ship. So I've been communicating with you, emailing with you back and forth, texting with you, letting you know that our trees are almost ready because the season has just started. Most people are surprised to hear, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that there was a season. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that you had to start over every year, because it's a tropical tree and it does not like the cold or like the frost. And because of the weather this year, we had several frosts. Not only a frost, but we had a hurricane in October where the water was up to my knees out here. For 2 weeks, the water was knee high. That took out all of our trees. November, anything that came back, frost. December, frost. January, frost. February, frost. March, we had a frost. I didn't plant these seeds until the 1st of April. Now here we are in the middle of May, and they're about 45 days old, and they're ready to pop with the tubers. And what I've done is I've popped the tops, I've taken off the leaves, and we're about to put these in a box. It comes, the box that we offer is called a starter kit. I'll have the link down below, and it comes with 10 moringa trees plus our biostimulant, which is a moringa fertilizer. Essentially, it's something that you can soak your trees overnight when you get your package to boost the immune system, to boost the microorganisms, to help it bounce back from the travel. You know, they're going through some shock coming out of the ground and pulling off the tops. But what this is going to do is it's going to help resprout all new branches and all new leaves for you. So that way, when you get them, you're not surprised that your leaves are yellow. The leaves are going to turn yellow in the box anyways. So we go ahead and just take the leaves off, pop the top, so that way it pops several new tops. And you already get the idea that your trees can be cut back, and they can be eaten, and they can be used, and they can come back over and over and over again. So now is the time to get started in your moringa season. If you start growing now, by the end of summer, you could harvest tons and tons of green material. So let's go ahead and hang out together. I'm going to go ahead and water these plants with you. Got the body cam on. Let's go ahead and come in here. Let's hang out. We're going to water together. Actually, I've got my hose out here. I was watering the greenhouse. I'm actually watering the greenhouse right now. You can see the greenhouse is actually getting watered right now. And I've got 3,000 seeds sprouting in the greenhouse right now. You can see little babies in there sprouting. Oh yeah, those are getting wet. Let me go ahead and grab the hose. And we'll go ahead and we'll hang out together and water our plants. I got some collard greens, some lettuce, some Cuban oregano, some peppermint, some flowers, lots of little sprouts coming up. I got some cactus right over there, some kale, some turmeric, some tomato, some basil here just hanging out back here, as well as some summer lettuce, which is that longevity spinach. I got some purslane, some portulaca right there. And we're getting our garden going, starting to put a little bit more variety back here. Bananas, we already got a rack coming in right up there. There's a rack coming in right up there. And the chaya is coming back. And the bananas are starting to come back. We had a massive hurricane in October. So I got the, I'll go ahead and set these babies down here in the shade for now. And we'll just spend a few minutes watering our raised bed here. These are the trees that are going out in the mail now. I actually put some pumpkin seeds down there in the front there. Some pumpkin seeds. And I've been putting the soil and the mulch down on this raised bed now. Is the second year now, actually going into the third season of using these beds for moringa trees. This is how many trees we ship in the mail. People ask me all the time, like, hey, why are you planting 10,000 moringa seeds here? It's well, because we ship all of these trees around the country. They'll be gone. These will be gone by the end of summer. All of these will be shipped out. We do 10 trees per box. So we ship 10 trees in each box. And all I'm doing right now is just getting a little bit of water on them. It may be time very soon to pop tops. Maybe soon I'll start popping all these tops. I'll come through and pop tops. I'll probably have to cut the grass, keep the grass from coming in. Now that summer's back, pretty much, I'm starting to spend more time outside, which I really love. Winter was really tough, just with the cold weather. We started getting, that hurricane in October pretty much wiped everything out. We survived. This was all underwater for like 2 weeks. All of this area, lowland area, it got flooded out. Our bridge down the street from here on our driveway washed away. So we were stuck back here. No electricity, no way to get out for like 2 weeks. But we teamed up and banded together as a neighborhood, and we got the bridge fixed up. And you can see here, this is a cutting. This is a cutting you can see right here that I just stuck in the ground, and she's coming back. I've got cassava. There's some cassava here. This is a little lemon tree here. And there's some cuttings, some firebush cuttings as well. And we're just going to put a little bit of water down on each one of these. Thankfully, the raised beds really help to store water. And we got actually a really nice rain. You can see here that I cut, you can see that right there. I cut that piece off so that way this pops, this pops. This is already popping now, which is nice. I'll probably cut that back and use that cutting to make a new tree out in the field, because a lot of our trees actually died out in the field just from all the extreme weather that we had. Look at this. We got a beautiful fig tree here. Oh, she's going to start having some figs on there. Yeah, she's got some nice figs on there right now. You can see great little figs. I got lots of little cuttings on the side here. I'm sticking cuttings along the side of like firebush, the chas tree. I actually need to go down to the store and pick up sweet almond trees. I'm going to do that probably sometime this weekend, get some more sweet almonds out here. That's a really great pollinator to have, white flowers. And when I get the hat cam on later in the day, possibly, and go harvest out in the field, you'll see the chas tree. It's got nice, beautiful purple lavender looking flowers, and it's buzzing with bees. Here I got a little plumeria. It looks like there's a katuk. There's a katuk right there. And then I've got some more cuttings over there that are just potentially sprouting, rooting. And we're just going to get a little bit of water. I have some pumpkin seeds in the front of every bed right here, Seminole pumpkin seeds. So I'm keeping that front area wet. Let me get that little front area wet. And I usually spend about 10 minutes or so out here watering, 10, 20 minutes out here watering in the day. Like I said, we had our first rain of the season. We had a full moon the other day. And so the full moon brought in a good 3 days of rain, which was beautiful, which sprouted all the greens and the trees out in the field. I was able to get these raised beds done like the first, second week of April. And then by the end of April, like when we had MoringaCon, April 25th weekend, all of these trees had just popped. So it was like a really good show and example for our members when they came by. We had about 20 members out here that were just hanging out for the weekend. Yeah, so it's time to do some weeding. You can see the grass is starting to come up, so I'm going to mow out here. We're just keeping up with it now that we had our first rain. You can see here that I cut back those two big branches right there. You see those two marks right there. I went ahead and cut those. That way we have just one main one here, but then there's a few more that are popping up. This we're just kind of like coming out a little bit too far. And I'm just structuring the trees now. This is the time to go ahead. You can see there's some damage. There's cold damage there. That's like cold damage. You can see it's almost kind of dead, but what's going to happen is it's going to start repairing itself. It's going to start rebuilding itself. I don't necessarily like to cut back right away early in the season. I let the trees heal until about June or so. But I cut those two big branches back so I could plant them as cuttings out in our hedge. I have a hedge area. So you can see I'm growing lots of cassava out here on the end. So I got a cassava here and a cassava there with some cuttings. Cassava with some cuttings. I think I got like a fig tree that I'm trying to sprout right there. A few other cuttings. I think that's like a big fig cutting that I'm trying to sprout right there. It might take that fig tree over there that I have, that big one, I have it wrapped up in a like a barrel, so that way the nematodes don't get to it. If we have nematodes, figs usually attract nematodes here in Florida, so I'm growing it with a little barrel around the base of that fig tree to help prevent nematodes from hitting. And yeah, we're just getting a little bit of water on here. You can see most of them are getting to the point where I could come through and pop tops. If I just came through and spent maybe 30 minutes or so popping tops off of all of these trees, I'd have thick, big trees a lot faster. Each one of these, oh, got katuk coming in here. The katuk is coming in. Oh, looks like the firebush cutting is taking. There's some red leaf coming off of that. That's good to see. I'm trying to sprout and transplant as many fire bushes as I can out into the field. That attracts lots of hummingbirds, which of course, you know, is a really good pollinator. I've got the pumpkin seeds inside here that hopefully they sprout Seminole pumpkins. And so then I can use the pumpkins, those pumpkin greens, as a way to keep the grass down and to keep the weeds down in this area. Wow, it looks like grass doesn't even really grow in this area right here. Maybe it's just because it stays really shady throughout the day. But thankfully all of these trees popped. All of these trees popped really well. I went ahead and pulled this. There was a tree here that was really affected by the frost. And then I had another tree. I went ahead and transplanted it here. And she's going to come back really nicely. She's got a nice big root tuber. So she's going to come in nice. Got some pumpkin seeds up here that need to stay wet. And just get a little bit of water on each one of these babies every morning. Doesn't need much because these raised beds now store a lot of water in there. Plus the tubers are forming. And they're starting to actually feed off of each other and provide, they share. So like if one of these trees is dry, another tree will share its life forth. You can see all these over here are kind of really dry already. Here it is only 10 a.m. and looks like these babies are actually getting really dry. So I'm glad I'm getting out here, just getting a little bit of water on them. I went ahead and cut back that palm tree the other day to bring in some sun on that big one over there out by the road, the driveway. It's a private road, so it doesn't really get hit with, you know, sprays or anything. Nobody sprays back here. It doesn't have a lot of runoff or anything. So those trees up there are still really, really clean. Very minimal traffic back here other than people that are coming to visit me. If you want to come back and visit, would love to see you. I'm open usually Monday, or actually now it's Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have the ability for you to come in, we'll give you a tour, and we can talk about your plans. Oh, looks like I got some potatoes coming up here. Got a potato coming up here. Got a couple potatoes coming up here. Some little potatoes coming up in here. I thought I saw like a purple potato over here the other day that was coming up. Yeah, making sure that the pumpkin seeds in there stay wet and they're sprouting. Look at that purple potato. Oh, there it is. A nice little potato coming up, purple potato. There's lots of nice little purple potato leaves coming in there. We've used these beds as like garden beds before in the past years, and these beds have produced lettuce. This tree actually right here was a really big tree that was like rotting and suffering from the frost. I went ahead and cut it in half. I cut that in half, and that didn't have anything on it like a month ago. That tree didn't have anything on it, that stick with a big old root tuber down in there, but I went ahead and kept it in its place. I took off all that rotting section, and now that's taking really nicely. And I went ahead and got, oh, there we go. Went ahead and got the Vitex chast tree cutting in there, Vitex chast tree cutting in there, some firebush cuttings in here that are taken, making sure that these stay wet. Just using these beds as a possible breeding ground for cuttings, for bushes, for bushing plants, pollinating plants. And we keep this bed wet. Yeah. And I've been watering this one here a little bit, and she was yellow about like 2-3 weeks ago. She was really, really yellow. But now she's super, super green, popping out with lots of stems. I'll probably trim her back a little bit here soon. I've got to start getting some of these greens on the racks. But just wanted to come in and show you guys some of the progress that's happening here. This is 10,000 moringa seeds sprouting. Sprouting 10,000. See here. See if I can get back on here with you guys. Yep, 10,000 sprouting. And we're having a great time out here. This is what I love. Being able to come outside. This is my office. 10,000 seeds sprouting, getting a little bit of water on them. I'm going to come back and do some mowing. Feels good. What a relief. What a relief, because it's been several weeks of telling our customers that the trees are just getting sprouted. The trees, and they're like, well, I thought you already had trees, and I thought they were already big, and I thought you could grow moringa all year. And it's okay. That's why I make videos. I let people know. I put these videos in our newsletter. You can subscribe to our newsletter at growmoringa.com. That way you know what's going on. Just know that I'm getting things out as fast as I can. I have help right now actually in the store. Catherine is shipping items. She's communicating with customers. So we have a team here, but we also have a team online. I have someone helping me right now post videos. She's actually in Dubai. She's Filipina. She's in Dubai. She's helping us right now post videos. She's in the members area as collective support. And we also have teachers that are teaching every single night inside the members area. Yesterday, I gave a podcast with one of our members who is now a teacher, so you can become educated on moringa and then work and get paid for teaching as well. We have an economy, a system, a flow of everything. So if you're looking to make a living from moringa, teaching, educating, coaching, training, come into our program, come into our coaching program, the Grow Moringa Collective, and it will be a resource for you to be able to get your knowledge up, to be able to share this knowledge with everybody. So would love to see you in there. I'm Kendrick Henry, your local USA Moringa farmer. Thanks a lot for keeping in touch. Please subscribe to the Grow Moringa YouTube channel and like this video. I'll see you around on the next video. Peace and love.